Hey, so you're back for another recap of Raw and, well, how it ended was phenomenal. But as we all knew, it was a tribute show send off for AJ. They're in Atlanta, near his hometown, Gainesville, very close to it, about 45 minutes away. Good show setting up for Elimination Hater, which is going to be Saturday. I don't know if any of us are going to go live during that. I'm not sure. They haven't said anything yet. Possibility, but I will recap it at the end, like I did the last few times. But, all right. Well, it did start out, they were trying to do well, and then, of course, because of AJ's night, Gunther had to come out and interrupt Michael Cole and them in the ring, and he was going to do his thing. And then Gunther, after saying a couple of things, was interrupted by Adam Pearce, and they got him out. And it was the beginning of interruptions to start out Raw, because as he was getting escorted back, Dragon Lee went after him. So Dragon Lee in that fight isn't yet, but it will be soon. Probably the next week or so, something like that. We'll get it. Dragon Lee is probably going to get killed, but it's going to happen. Well, then Cody shows up, gives him a look, comes out, ready to talk about stuff. He gets interrupted by the Vision, because they're going to kick off the show with the elimination changer match for the men's there, with Division, Bronson Reed, and as they were stating that he's going to win this and that, and then Cody says, well, I have somebody else that's going to say something about it. Here comes main event Jey Uso, the other participant, and El Grande Americana. Good match. Partway through the match, Bronson Reed did a move. He was outside getting evaluated by medical, and we found out later about that. And Jey Uso gets the win. I don't know if that was predicted, because we found out later in the show that Bronson Reed, like a torn pectoral. He's going to be out. So that's two members of the Vision down by injury. And if you want to count Seth, that's three. Not doing so good with this new group. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with, their two muscle guys out. And now it's just, the two, they're good, but not, they don't have that presence. I mean, all I'm guessing is, possibly Paul Heyman will keep this going. I'm not sure how it's going to work there. But hey, after that match with main event Jey Uso winning, I don't see him winning the Chamber. We gave our predictions on our podcast, so Patreon will be up now, and then on Podomatic will be up by Wednesday, so you can see what we predicted toward the end of the show there. But definitely listen to the whole show, because we'd love you to listen to the whole show. They had whatever NASCAR guys, was it Tyler Riddick came screaming in, and with the NASCAR, which is pretty sweet, in the backstage there, with CM Punk crawling out there from the other side, being the passenger. That would have been fun to ride in that car, definitely. Next up, it was Liv out with Dom, saying who she was going to pick for her match at WrestleMania. He invited both ladies out, Jade Cargill from SmackDown and Stephanie Vicure. And let's see. Kind of went the way I thought. She was doing this after everything, that interview that made her upset last week. She just looked at Stephanie McCurry, hit her with the mic, and I'm like, well, that's kind of evident. We all guessed that she was going to take and pick Stephanie McCurry to go after the title that she never lost. So that is what's going to be next. So the winner of the Elimination Chamber of the Ladies is going to be going against Jade Cargill. So we know that's going to happen. And then all throughout the show, they were throwing little vignettes of tribute to AJ's career and showing different people that he has wrestled with and against. That was nice. As we know, we thought, yeah, the Good Brother would be on. They were showed backstage. Everybody you can think of, Frankie Kazarian came in and looked at a room, said boiler room, and who was in there? Well, Abyss. You can't talk about him without talking about those two guys too, especially. But you name it, they were out. They had a backstage with the Judgment Day, and then it's more looking like it's going to be broken up. Different people are going to leave. Is Finn going to be gone? We'll see here. His Intercontinental match, Dom's, it's his next. I believe right. It was next Monday, and I think it's a good chance he's probably going to lose that title. Penta's given enough chances at it. I think he deserves a shot at that. So, and then we'll see what happens with AAA. Dom might lose that, and then he'll be back. And as Zach and Jesse, and I agree with him too, Dom can do it. Are they going to elevate him up one more notch? Because he's done a good job and proven that he's good. I mean, his sister's coming eventually. It was stated that Brock Lesnar was going to be there. He did. And with his advocate, Paul Heyman. And it's interesting. I don't know how many times this happened, but it's happened a few times. People face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. As Paul said, hey, you used to be the main event and Undertaker. Now it's the main event and whoever is the victim of Brock. I thought somebody would have been coming out maybe today, but no. They posted every date that he's going to be out on Raw. I don't know if they're going to tease this all the way up to like the last Monday before WrestleMania. I don't know. I don't think it should go that long because it shouldn't. So people are saying Gunther. Some people are saying LA Knight. Obafemi could be one. I think that would be great. We'll see. But I think it could be even Royce Keys. I mean, that'd be pretty good for him. But it possibly could be Obafemi. But it looks like he is going to go butt heads with Rusev because they have 2 weeks in a row. They have politely butted heads backstage with Adam Pearce. So I really think that's what his first feud really on the main roster is going to be with Rusev. I think that's a really good one. That's two powerhouses going on there. And then from a backstage moment, Devon Evans challenged Kofi because Xavier, who was having a shoulder injury, he is from Atlanta. He was there, his hometown. So impromptu match that wasn't advertised for Javon to have a match with Xavier, but he did. Javon Evans did get the win on there. Great match. Gotta love it. He's gonna be bouncy. Can't wait to see him on Saturday. CM Punk came out, made his appearance. Of course, he has to promote his match on Saturday in New York with Finn Balor. That's going to be another good one. Last match of the night, or one of the last matches of the night, is the elimination changer with the ladies there, with Io, Kyrie, and Raquel. Raquel won. Good match. Raquel, she was the right one to pick for that match. And then they did have a grudge match between earlier. Forgot about it. This was so quick. Against Natalie and Nat and and Maxxine Dupree, and it very similar to how the last match went. Is Natalie was beating her up pretty good. She can't fight back, and then Nat pushed her and slammed her into the post, and then knocked her out. So short, quick match again. The brutality. So it's 1-1. So they are going to have a third one. Let's see how that is going to work out there. I don't know. We're going to have a third match sometime coming up here. Maybe on Raw. Maybe on a pay-per-view. Don't know if it's really qualified for a pay-per-view. Being on Raw, it'll be fine. Then the show ended phenomenal. AJ came out, said his piece, talked about his career and everything, and he said he's going to be a full-time dad, which is, as being a dad, that's one of the greatest jobs you ever could have, is being a full-time dad. Got my 4 kids, I love them to death, all of them. My oldest probably be embarrassed by that, but I don't care. But he didn't leave his, as he said, he didn't leave his gloves there, because he started in, which 2016 he appeared first time on WWE at the Royal Rumble, and his last appearance and match was at the Royal Rumble 10 years later. It sucks that he's gone. I pretty much have watched his entire career through TNA. I did not watch any of his stuff in New Japan. Jesse did that and enjoyed that. I didn't see any of the stuff where they're little bits and pieces. And then I watched him for the last 10 years in WWE. One of my son Evans, one of his favorite guys, is AJ. And he had the whole locker room part out at the end when he was done, put his mic down, had his gloves and his jacket there, saying that's he's going to leave him when he was at home. And then lights went out, gong. As they stated, the rumor that Undertaker was going to be there. Well, I don't know if it's the Undertaker is the official guy to give some news, because he came out on the bike, good old American Badass, came in, said a few things to AJ, and said, hey, we have unfinished business. You are the next inductee of the WWE Hall of Fame. Much deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. We thought, a lot of us thought that Cena would be the one going in this year. Maybe not this year, because AJ, it looks like, I think AJ is the headliner this year. there's no way to put it. Right now, it's just AJ, Stephanie McMahon. They still have a few weeks to go. Find a pay-per-view before WrestleMania is this Saturday. So it's going to set up for some good matches on both sides. And as Jesse and Zach said, it's up in the air for CM Punk and Finn Balor. Finn Balor and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania is not a bad match. So we'll see how that goes. It could go either way. Somebody gets a little injured because injury bug is coming around I don't know. It can happen. And then we got to figure out for Drew. We gave our opinion of who we think is going to win for the men's elimination chamber, which was, well, I won't tell you. You got to listen to the podcast. But rumors, and I've seen online, and we've talked about that too, there is a good possibility that it could be a multi-man three-way dance, fatal four-way with different people that Drew has kind of screwed over, and the list is getting long. So I don't know. It'll be good. I thought it was a good Raw. Let me know what you think. Definitely send us questions. Remember, send us questions through our email. I'll have this on here. I'll put it on the post. I did last time, but I'll make sure to put it on the post again. Subject to change at yahoo.com. Go to Facebook. You can send a message on there and ask a question or give your thoughts on this. I hope to be able to watch NXT Wednesday before I go to work, so I can enjoy that. Title matches all night, literally. So Raw was good. NXT is gonna be fucking crazy. Check that out tomorrow. I'll give my review because I gotta watch it because wow, it's gonna be good. So thanks. I'll have that recap for NXT, and then I'll have a recap for Elimination Chamber. I don't know if they're going to, Jesse and Zach are going to get there. I don't know if they're going to go live and do that. If they do, I might join them from my house to theirs. It'll be fun. So, you guys have a good night. Enjoy it. And as I said, send us your comments. Send us your questions. We want to hear from you. Follow us on YouTube. Patreon, only $1. And all of our social media. Keep following us. We got more to come and more announcements. Shows are coming up. It's going to be our busy time where actually can get out and it's warmer and see a lot of shows. I hope so. Until next time, see ya.